Formaji YouTube video k lia oper jo tum ny story lik kdhs k oper tai men strong hook lik k do. Hook jandar. Suspenseful our curiosity si barpor hona chaye k mary vaur engage ho jn our video ko ntk deken the color of love. The sun dipped low, casting an orange glow across the city. Maya walked alone down the narrow street, her heart thudding in her chest. The air smelled of wet asphalt and jasmine. She noticed the flicker of shadows on the walls, moving like they were alive. Her footsteps echoed against the empty buildings. A sudden chill crawled up her spine. She stopped and listened. Nothing, only the distant hum of a motorbike. Then a soft whisper reached her ears, faint and unfamiliar. She turned quickly, but the street remained empty. Her breath became shallow. The sky darkened faster than usual, swallowing the last traces of light. A soft, red glow appeared at the end of the street. It pulsed slowly, almost like a heartbeat. Curiosity forced her forward, though her body screamed to turn back. The glow grew brighter as she approached. She realized it was coming from a small alley. The scent of roses hit her suddenly, overpowering and sweet. She stepped into the alley. The walls were covered in strange, crimson streaks. Her fingers brushed one, cold and sticky. A sharp metallic taste filled her mouth. Maya's eyes widened in disbelief. The glow seemed to form shapes, twisting and writhing like living things. A figure emerged from the shadows. It was someone she knew, but not at all as she remembered. The face was familiar, yet the eyes burned with an unnatural red light. Maya wanted to scream, but no sound came out. The figure stretched out a hand toward her. The color of the hand was the color of her own deepest fear. The air thickened. Her heart raced, pounding in her ears. She tried to step back, but the ground beneath her felt wrong, soft and moving. The walls seemed to breathe, closing in. A whisper again, louder this time, calling her name. Her vision blurred with the red light. Everything she knew about love, warmth, and safety twisted into something dark. Maya realized the color of love was not what she imagined. It was something alive, something demanding. It was reaching for her, and it would not let go. Maya's legs trembled beneath her. The figure's hand stretched farther, almost unreal in its reach. Her skin prickled as if thousands of invisible fingers were tracing her spine. The crimson glow pulsated faster, syncing with her heartbeat. A cold wind whipped through the alley, carrying whispers in voices she could not place. Each word felt like it was drilling into her mind. Her ears rang, drowning out the distant city sounds. The figure stepped closer. With every step, the red light seeped into the cracks of the alley, crawling over walls, floor, and ceiling. The air became thick, sticky, almost solid. Maya's chest tightened. She wanted to flee, but her feet felt rooted, as if the ground itself had become glue. The figure tilted its head. Its lips curled into a smile that did not belong to human emotion. The smell of iron and roses grew unbearable. She gagged, stumbling back. Her hand brushed against the wall, and a sharp pain shot through her fingers. The crimson streaks seemed to writhe and coil like snakes, moving under her touch. Maya realized that the walls were not walls anymore. They were alive, pulsating in rhythm with the glowing figure. Her mind screamed, demanding her to run. She tried to tear her eyes away from the figure, but the red light clung to her vision. Shapes began forming within the glow. Faces, dozens of them, twisted in agony and ecstasy, merged and dissolved. She recognized some of them. Friends, strangers, even herself, contorted beyond recognition. Her stomach churned. A sudden jolt of heat surged through her body. It felt like every nerve ending was on fire. The figure's hand moved faster, closer, almost touching her shoulder. Maya's instincts screamed, and finally, her legs obeyed. She bolted. The alley seemed to stretch endlessly as she ran. Each step echoed unnaturally, as if the sound of her movement was being amplified by some unseen force. The air grew heavier, almost liquid, resisting her forward motion. The glow followed her, spreading, consuming the edges of her vision. She stumbled and fell, scraping her palms and knees against the hard, sticky ground. The smell of blood mixed with roses, intoxicating and suffocating. Maya scrambled to her feet. The figure's voice finally reached her in words. I have always waited for you, it whispered. Her throat went dry. She could not speak. She tried to run faster, but the alley seemed to twist, bending reality. Walls that were once straight now leaned inward, narrowing her path. The red glow surged, brighter than the sun, burning the edges of her sight. Maya felt herself being pulled toward it. Her fingers clawed at the walls, leaving streaks of her own blood behind. The whispers grew louder, overlapping in dozens of tongues. They were telling her secrets she had never known. Secrets she could not unhear. The figure moved with unnatural speed, closing the distance with every heartbeat. Maya's vision began to warp. She saw herself reflected in the crimson walls, only her reflection moved differently, smirking, reaching out to mock her terror. Her own eyes stared back at her, filled with fear she had never imagined. Suddenly, a hand grabbed her shoulder. It was not the figure. It was her own. She spun around, but no one was there. The shadows of the alley stretched, morphing into impossible shapes, tall, twisted forms with eyes that glimmered like coals. The red glow began to seep into her skin. She could feel it moving through her veins, burning and reshaping her from the inside. Maya screamed, a sound that cracked and echoed endlessly.